O2 drops earlier this year, and I am so glad that I was. I'm telling you, my health has greatly improved since I've been taking these O2 drops. I have so much more energy. It's amazing. I wake up in the morning, no grogginess, not tired, just ready to start my day. For the very first time, guess what? I'm feeling confident in my skin. My skin complexion has never been this smooth, it's never been this even tone. I'm experiencing some anti-aging benefits, and I don't have to fight with a whole bunch of acne on my face any longer. I'm telling you, ladies, you definitely want to try out these O2 drops on your skin.
You guys should hear and see all the testimonies that's coming in about this product. I'm talking about taking away aches and pains. I'm talking about dealing with people with high blood pressure. I'm talking about dealing with people with allergies. I'm talking about people who are dealing with arthritis pains. I'm talking about people who just had aches and pains in their knees. I'm talking about people like me, where it just took my energy level to a whole nother level. O2 drops, I'm telling you, hands down, best product on the market, no side effects, and I guarantee you, once you hear these testimonies, once you hear the testimonies, you'll know that it's real.
Guys, when you give the body what it needs in a form that can absorb, it does amazing things. Guys, I don't snore anymore at night. I don't wake myself up snoring. I don't get up and go to the bathroom 2 or 3 times at night. My 83-year-old mother loves it. It gives her energy. You can also put it in your eyes. I don't need reading glasses to read as long as I put the O2 in my eyes. It's just so many things the product can do for the body because it's oxygen and minerals. And when the body gets what it needs in a form that it can absorb, it does amazing things.
This product, you know, it speaks for itself, and my recommendation is not to go off of what I say, but to get it for yourself. My granddaughter had a little breakout on her neck, so we gave some to her mom to put on there. I kid you not, everyone, in 24 hours, this product had healed it up dramatically. We call it a miracle in a bottle. Recently, it got bit on my arm right here, and I can show you, it was right there. And I put these drops on there, and 24 hours, it was gone. When you have something this great and exciting, it is your duty to share this with everyone. It is not something that you want to keep to yourself. Your health is priceless, okay? We know that health is wealth. If you don't have great health, you can't enjoy life. You can't travel. You can't do the things you like to do, spend time with your children, your grandchildren.
I was able to train longer at a higher intensity, so for me, it was a really, really cool experience. And then in the days and weeks that followed, I started noticing improvements in my sleep. I started noticing improvements in areas in my body where there was an inflammation buildup. I rolled my ankle playing tennis a few years ago, and the inflammation in that ankle has bothered me ever since. Even though it's healed, I can walk, I don't have to wear a brace when I play tennis, still that inflammation has been there. And I noticed that it started going away. It's not even there anymore, I don't even feel it. As I was noticing all these things, I was having a conversation with my buddy Cameron, and he was telling me about his situation where he's just tired, he's lagging in the afternoons, he always has to take a nap, and I thought, hey, you may want to try this. So I gave him a bottle of O2 drops and said, hey, check it out, let me know what you think. And I knew that he was going to have a good experience.
I got kind of excited about it because to me, and I'm not a scientist, but the oxygenation of your cells just made sense, I guess, was the thing about it. And in talking a little bit more to Tommy about it a couple of weeks later after I'd read through a couple of emails, and he's talking to me about it, and I tell him how I feel and the fatigue that I have and various other things. And he gave me a bottle to try. I could go to bed at 10 o'clock at night, I'd wake up at 6:30 in the morning. By 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I was comatose. I mean, I had to take a nap. It was not negotiable. I'm on the couch for 2 hours asleep. The first day I took the drops, I'm sitting there on the couch at 2 o'clock waiting for my nap to hit, and by 3 o'clock I was bored to death down in my basement working and cleaning because there was no need to take a nap.
You know, and a lot of people are skeptical. A lot of people don't believe it. When you pull out this little bottle of liquid stabilized oxygen, there's a reluctance, there's like this hesitation to believe, oh, is this real? And it's so cool when they come back after they've tried the product and they say, where do I get more? That's the coolest part about this.
Like I said, with the mental fog and the fatigue that I had before Tommy got me the drops, I was comatose from 2 to 4 every afternoon. There was no two ways about it. Right off the bat, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've got a little bit of a weight problem. and I was retaining a lot of water at the time. I've seen some doctors and we've got some medication going to help keep me from retaining water. But basically, I had what my dad called gout, or what doctors call gout, which is basically you're retaining uric acid in your joints. And it had settled into my feet. I was a stupid kid once and I had my feet crushed underneath the front end loader on a tractor. So I've got some joints in my feet that aren't the best. And that's where it decided to settle. And I've got one foot down there where I could barely walk. And after about 3 days on the drops, the pain in my feet subsided and was lessened and lessened and lessened to where I didn't have that.
I mean, everybody has their own unique experience with this product, and that's what makes it so cool. And that's why you've got to find out for yourself. That's really what it comes down to. You got to find out for yourself. Don't take my word for it. I mean, my testimonial is just a reference point.
When I first took the product, I had one of those, like, bam, it happened right away. So I've been feeling a lot better. I've been able to breathe. I can walk without, if I walk a half a block, I don't have to stop or rest. So I like that. O2, it's a blessing. Thank God for it. I'm gonna keep using it. I used a whole bottle in 8 days.
This is not a Me Too product. Oh yeah, just gave me some energy. I mean, we have people literally where the doctors didn't have answers for years. In like days, these minerals and oxygen in this proprietary blend started making a difference for people. People share how they were skeptical and they didn't want to try, but people who were in and out of the hospital every week for asthma attacks, now 3 months, no asthma attack. Lady who I think she was 85 years old, infection in her foot, couldn't wear shoes since last year. 2 weeks on the product, now she's back in shoes because the infection has gone down and it started healing up. So there's crazy testimonies, guys.
I've seen too many times people get results from taking this product to doubt. I don't doubt that it can help people. I know that it can, but I don't have to tell you. I don't have to make any guarantees or anything like that.
I think the oxygenation of your cells, and I'm no scientist, I'm not a geneticist or a biologist or any of that fancy stuff, but for reading the emails and looking at the information on it, it just made sense.
And time again, people come back and they say, where do I get more? They order the bottle and they keep ordering it because it's making a difference for them.
The money is nothing. I mean, it's if you compare that to the benefits you're getting, the money's nothing for you. So if you are reluctant to spend the money, look at what the upside is to that as well, and what you're able to accomplish and the things you're able to do and the quality of life that you have. And when you compare that to the dollars you're spending, the dollars are meaningless compared to the increase in quality of life. So
if you're interested in getting better results in the gym, maybe that speaks to you. If you're interested in getting better sleep, maybe that speaks to you. So like for me, I've seen results in the gym. I've seen results as far as the quality of my sleep. I've seen results as far as the reduction of inflammation in my body. And if any of these things speak to you, you try the product. And listen to all the other testimonials that are out there, because there's a lot.
If you're even remotely considering trying O2, I'd say give it a solid 30 days, one bottle, solid 30 days. I think it's just a common sense approach, and it made sense to me. And I'm seeing the benefits for it, and so is my wife. So it's a win-win all the way around.
There's so much evidence of the benefits of what happens when you get more oxygen into your bloodstream that when you put 2 and 2 together, it absolutely makes sense. It's a no-brainer. It's an amazing product. It's done amazing things for me. But again, don't take my word for it. You got to find out for yourself.